I was the first pearl farm I went to in Tennessee, right? And I, in my own personal journey, am like, I've been working with these international pearls for about, 6 years at this point. And then I meet these men from, these oyster mussel fishermen, and then the man James Peach. And, I'm kind of making these contacts, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool that there are pearls right here in the United States. Like, I'm loving importing these pearls internationally, but how cool that there are pearls here in the United States. And this was really interesting for my journey because I launched an all-American pearl line here at the Pearl Girls. So I met with some fishermen and I got their collections of pearls, bought them from them, and we created jewelry collections around it. I went back to America's Mart, launched this new jewelry line. It was more expensive, I'm not gonna lie, because these natural pearls are more expensive than cultured pearls. So I launched this whole line, and it was just fun and neat, and just, it just launched this whole new thing, just new people to meet, right? New things to learn, all of that. So that in itself was so fun. But what it did for me, if you recall in a previous video, I started doing the Pearl Girls on my own when I'm pregnant with my first child, and he was just gonna play on the floor. He's just gonna kick around like a sweet little infant on the floor, and that didn't quite work out, right? So, I'm doing all the things that mothers do, pumping, things like that, while on sales calls, while working from my home, and I got quite overwhelmed, to be honest with you. So at that time, I put my son in childcare, and when I had my second son, I sent him to daycare as well. But fast forward a couple of more years, and I've learned about all-American pearls, and I've got, some women making our jewelry here, but still the bulk of the Pearl Girls jewelry is being made overseas. And I thought, if we're, promoting these American pearls and starting to make things in the United States, could we create all of our jewelry right here? So at the time, I had a woman named Abby Tankersley. She's been with me from the very beginning, and she was really in charge of making jewelry, but mainly redesigning pieces that we had created overseas. If women needed them to be changed or anything like that, she did all the changes for us. So she was a school teacher, and she made jewelry on the side. But I went to her and I said, Abby, I've just been thinking, what if we make our jewelry here? Like, could you be in charge of it? Could you be in charge of production for the Pearl Girls? And she said, well, I was really thinking about quitting teaching. I mean, she was starting to have children, and she said, I was thinking about quitting teaching, and yeah, if I could just make jewelry full time, that would be amazing. That'd be a dream come true. So we did. So we quit making jewelry overseas and brought production to the U.S. And this is the greatest thing. I started promoting, if you come and make jewelry here at the Pearl Girls, I will have on-site childcare for you. So how that started was literally me paying someone to keep a sitter, because, okay, at that point, so last I left you off, I'm working out of my home, okay? I'm really, really sad. And I say that with a laugh, and it is not funny, but now that I'm through it, you gotta like get through something, and you just feel this sense of relief, and so it all kind of becomes laughable. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my journey to working outside my home. Next video, stay tuned.